Hey guys, first regards from here, and I'll be talking about the brand new June community update for Space Marine 2. Now, this came out around 4 minutes ago. We have stuff for year 3 here and patch 14, so I'll be talking about that today and be going through all of this. So first up, we have Hello Space Marines. Welcome to our June community update. As summer kicks off, it is time to bring you the latest news and what's ahead for Space Marine 2, from teasers for year 3 to the upcoming arrival of patch 14. There's plenty to cover with a lot of spoilers ahead. Since there won't be a community update in July, let's get started. Now, here they say more teasing about year 3. Let's reveal a bit more about the free content that will be added in year 3. 2 new weapons are on their way. The first one is the Absolver Bolt Pistol, which will be the signature weapon of the upcoming new class. So Chaplain, Apothecary, or something else maybe. Okay, so that's the biggest hint we've had towards a brand new class. Pretty cool stuff there. A new secondary. I don't know how much I care about like a new secondary compared to a melee weapon, but here we also have the second one being a one-handed Thunderhammer. While we mentioned a few months ago the Greatsword was the priority for a new melee archetype, plans have changed, though perhaps it is still coming. Okay, so a lot of people have been asking for a one-handed Thunderhammer for a while now. This should allow the Bulwark to use his shield and a Thunderhammer simultaneously, which was pretty much a pretty large request in the game. And a bigger thing down here is that we have 2 new bosses that will be added at the end of their respective operations. Okay, so we have 2 new on-mission bosses. Now, in Space Marine 2, we are getting a proper randomized terminus in patch 14, but they're going back to like purely mission bosses, which is cool. I think maybe we'll see something really unique here, like a Necron boss on its own. I mean, maybe that's a little bit of wishful thinking, but I've always wondered if we're going to get like some different type of faction just for like the finale boss, and like the mission is just Tyranids or Chaos. But let me know what you guys want to see for a boss. I'm kind of curious what they could still add here, because we have a lot of the roster for these guys, but like maybe they'll do something crazy. Next, they say heretics among you should be pleased that there will be more ways to play your Chaos Space Marines. You'll be able to play with characters that were once limited to PvP only in a new Chaos spin-off of Siege mode. Okay, so for a long time, people are wondering, like, are we going to be getting Chaos in Siege mode? Will Chaos Marines come to Siege mode? And the biggest way to circumvent the awkwardness of having, like, you know, non-Ultramarines and having Chaos Marines in your operations would be the Siege mode, because Siege mode's a far more arcadey mode, especially now. So having this, it seems like the leaks are actually confirmed, so that's pretty cool. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked by this. I thought we were not getting this because they doubled down multiple times, but this might be coming in patch 15. We'll see, because I'm pretty sure we will be getting the new map in the upcoming anniversary patch. Now, next I say here, regarding the cosmetic DLCs, year 3 will also receive its season pass 3. New champion cosmetic packs will be added, representing new and returning chapters. Number 1, Space Wolves Rejoice. The first champion of the year 3 will be a Wolf Guard champion with a classic Space Wolves round Storm Shield releasing in September. Wow. Okay, so this was something I personally wanted. Like, this was my most requested champion pack for year 3, and a proper round shield, a proper Space Wolves Wolfguard champion. I mean, I was not a huge fan of the original Vanguard one. I think the Phobos armor is a little bit limited in like what you can actually swap around for other classes, and the cosmetic DLC pack was not that interesting. So Space Wolves, I mean, that's a pretty big W, because I think they've been kind of under cooked recently. Next, I say you asked for it for a long time. A Death Watch champion will also be featured in year 3. Now, we did have leaks for like a Death Watch cosmetic set a while back, so we'll see if they're gonna be doing that. But that might be for the heroic store items, and we'll get like a proper Death Watch champion in the future. But it might actually just be part of that. Next, I say the Exorcist chapter will receive a bespoke cosmetic pack. Exorcist, I was not expecting. There was some talk about like perhaps having a Blood Ravens and stuff like that for Dawn of War 4, but Exorcists are also pretty cool. As revealed in last month's community update, one of the champion DLCs will be for the new class, the same way it was for the Tech Marine class. Okay, and they also say, all right, that's enough for spoilers today. Hopefully this little tease left you hungry for what's to come. Patch 14 is on its way. Now let's talk about something that's already around the corner with patch 14. This new patch has a smaller scale compared to the 2 previous ones, because we're preparing for the much bigger patch 15, but this update will still bring 2 new PvP maps, Facility and Sanctum, respectively located on Demirium and Avarax. Okay, so like, I mean, if you like PvP in this game, I guess you'll be pretty excited to have 2 new maps, but I think for most players, this will be dead content for them in the community, because I think most players are stuck on the operations mode. But that being said, it is nice that they still add stuff for the PvP players. Next, we have a new enemy will also be added for the Thousand Suns, the Scarab Occult Terminator Sorcerer. This new Terminus enemy will be present in every Chaos operation. More heroic weapon variants will also be added in this patch, among them the Stalker Bolt Rifle, Power Sword. Finally, wow, it's like like a heated power sword here with like a burn effect maybe. And the power fist will receive a heroic variant. There will also be 3 other heroic weapons for a total of 6. We hope you'll enjoy them. Okay, so we are finally getting the second power sword here. I thought they might save this one for like patch 15, but I'm glad to see this. And also, the Stalker bolt rifle here, this looks to be a Deathwatch variant, just like we got the heavy bolt rifle. And here's the Inferno combi power fist here. That was also a Deathwatch option. So this is pretty damn cool. I mean, it looks like we might actually get that Deathwatch armor piece in the heroic store, maybe, that we had a leak for. But as far as my thoughts go for a Stalker bolt rifle and power sword, I mean, power sword is my #1 requested heroic variant. So I'm glad we're actually getting that here around, because I think the Xenophase blade was like the standout of patch 10. Now they say, finally, for the Season Pass content, this patch will bring the Salamanders Champion Pack 2, which will be the heavy champion with a Salamanders themed multi-melta skin. Okay, so they are doing the heavy. The heavy just makes the most sense. The previous Salamanders Champion Pack was like a huge controversy as far as the champion skins go, and giving it to heavy, I think that's just the best choice. The Raptors Cosmetic Pack, which will include a helmet, chest plate, right and left pauldrons, a cloak, plus an additional cloak variant covering the top of the backpack. Okay, so the cloak might only be available on the sniper class, and maybe they'll give us a cloak that you can unlock like through the ultra grinder deals or stuff like that. But to be honest, I expect the cloak will be like predominantly on just that sniper, because if they're doing the backpack portion, that does tell me it's a sniper cloak. Now, as far as the helmet and chest plate and pauldrons go, I mean, having new helmets and chest plates, I think these 2 armor parts are the most important for like customization. And as far as last known in patch 14, Steam players will have the opportunity to test on the public test server and provide feedback in early July. And also say Space Marine 2 is coming to the Nintendo Switch. As revealed during the June Nintendo Direct, Space Marine 2 will be released on Switch 2 later this year. We're currently targeting a release for the holiday 2026, which is roughly between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And also there will be the ongoing community event here for Hold the Line. Complete 30 waves total in Siege mode to receive 100 accolades. All you have to do for this one is just play 30 waves in total. It does not have to be across the exact same mission. Just keep that in mind. All you do is just, you can only unlock it 1 time, so keep that in mind as well. And that's pretty much everything there is here. I say that's it for this month. Thank you so much for your continued support. Space Marine 2 and its DLCs are currently discounted on Steam. Check it out if you don't own them already. Please note there exceptionally won't be a community update in July. We'll return at the end of August for more news about Space Marine 2, and don't hesitate to follow us on our social media platforms. Okay, so I expect that the patch 14 will probably be out in early August or late July, and the reason for that is that the other day they did come out and say that the public test server will be out in early July. And last year we got a patch 9.0 that was like mostly a balance pass on the game, and because of that I would expect that one to release around the same time period, which was like late July, maybe early August. But either way, the upcoming year 3 sounds pretty huge. I think the year 3, the new patch 15, will have the final expansion we're really going to get to Siege mode. We'll get the chaos stuff in the Siege mode, and we'll also be getting stuff like the new map probably here on top of chaos. So like that will be a pretty cool thing for the Siege mode players. And also I expect to be getting stuff for operations, because patch 10 did come out like a new enemy, new op, new weapons, and all of that. So like this will probably be the biggest patch we've had since patch 13, and I am definitely looking forward to that. And let me know what you guys think about the teases for year 3. How do you feel about the Absolver bolt pistol? How do you feel about a one-handed thunderhammer? And especially, how do you feel about the Wolfcar champion skin, heavy champion skin coming out next patch, Deathwatch champion? And I also kind of suspect we might see the one-handed thunderhammer here release in patch 15, because last year we got a power axe with patch 10. So like them giving us 1 new melee weapon would make a lot of sense, and they can add like a new greatsword or something for like a Justice here or a chaplain in the future, or like something else. And that is pretty much all there is to talk about here, guys. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, if you like content like this, subscribe for more. If you want to watch me live to ask me questions about the game or just coming out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description. I'll also a link to my community Discord. I also want to say a special thank you to my channel members. You guys help me make content like this, and as always, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, and one more thing, since I'm a silly, goofy guy and I did not actually read this portion here, it's very important. We also have mod support on consoles now. They said, we are pleased to announce that we are going to continue expanding our official mod support for the game, and will bring mod support to consoles. This is a massive undertaking that's going to take a long time to implement, and we've been working on it for a while, but now we are ready to announce it officially. The mod support will expand in multiple stages. The first stage will be bringing the full Steam Workshop integration to the game. It should happen very soon. It has been very very exciting and sometimes very funny to watch our modding community can come up with, and we are going to continue helping the community grow and improve the tool set. Okay, so you might see the Astartes overhaul on consoles. We'll see what they do with that. And I feel like mod support for games is just such a huge thing for longevity, like beyond the normal updates and stuff like that. And it's really helped out games like Skyrim, Fallout 4, like to this day. Just their creator clubs, like their creation club options, and just the Xbox options they have been enough to keep those games alive for console players. And hopefully this keeps Space Marine 2 in a very good spot for years to come. And that is pretty much all there is to say again here, but I just want to mention this here that we are getting mod support on consoles. So you guys let me know what you think about that. And once again, take it easy. Bye.